Welcome back everyone, I'm Day-Glo Buffalo and this is Let's Play Deus Ex Human Revolution, the Director's Cut. When we last left off, we were in the sub-basement of Pacifist Communications and we found a little consent manufacturing operation down here. And now we have to head through here to sub-level access, data storage 802-11, which is where we want to go. So let's see. Oh, I see a mine. So let's approach it very carefully. Oh, there's two mines. So an EMP mine and a concussion mine. We can't take that. Any more mines? No, it doesn't look like it. I see, however, a guard somewhere. Oh, over here in the side corridor. And a camera too. And this leads to 802-11. Oh, he's going all the way down there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that camera is stationary, so we couldn't avoid being seen by it. Is there anybody in here? Doesn't look like it. Uh-huh. Security terminal, though. No stun gun darts for us. Pocket secretary. I'm still getting paychecks, so I won't complain too much. Login, be Northco. Cheers. Sorry, Brat. Strange business, but we can't figure out why you haven't been receiving certain messages. We will get back to you on that. In the meantime, we'll need you to send us a new login and password code. We're upgrading the whole system. Jack. Alright. So,
access granted.
all right, 30 bucks and 150 XP. Cameras off, robots are disabled. Okay, so now we actually should be able to take out the guy out here. Let's do it now so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Wow. Guy looks huge. Like, I don't know if in that cutscene Jensen was like crouching in the beginning, but it looked like, seriously, the guy was a lot taller than Jensen. Alright, so yeah, we're back in the room we were just in. So let's see, vodka that we don't need, and an unlocked terminal. Office code. Lori, the Omega Ranch disaster files are in the locked office. Dakota 0101. Nice. Stopworm, nuke virus, and money. Let's try this again. Oh, come on. Oh well, let's use a stop worm.
Access granted.
And a nuke virus and a stop worm. SpecNet project. Hey Martin. We've got a memo about the SpecNet laser cleaning project. They want us to play the cleaning card a bit more. They're afraid too many people wondering about what the structures actually do might lead them to question what it could be used for. Simply put, they're afraid of people finding out about the military aspect of their little program. We'll do an in-depth review. Like 3 days SpaceNet special kind of thing. Grab us some military types on the project who can easily pass as civilian scientists. We'll interview them about the space cleaning program. Let's come up with some jibber-jabber pseudoscientific crap to give the people. Ask Lyle, he's good with the science jargon and crap. We'll add a bit of fake live footage of the structures and actions, and we'll be set. Thanks. Eugenie Franca. Morgan Everett, status report. Hello everyone, another semester gone, and again we greet a new one. Very important. I think we've already seen this. So there's a whole SpaceNet, which I might have read as SpecNet earlier, but there is something going on with the laser in space that people are worried about, and so they want to deflect from its military use. Come to mama. Have you seen the guy from HR? Peter something. Anyway, OMG, have you seen the ass on that baby? Mommy likes. Seriously, would cook those buns good, eh? Our role, we've seen this. Empty. Congratulations. Hi, this is a short message to congratulate you, and we've already read that. Nothing here but a drawer. Nice. Nothing here, so there's only this one computer that we, however, have to hack into. Oh, level 1. Jumped the gun there a little, tried to hack one past where we were going. Easy
Access
peasy.
granted.
Nuke virus and a stop worm. Taggart situation. Hi. We finally got the personal vids of the guy who claims he can expose Taggart's ties to extremists. Anti-AUG group. They have trouble acquiring them. We'll need Brian to start working on the composites and 3D modeling. I want people to know that this guy has no credibility before he even reaches a TV station. We have to support Taggart's hope of a peaceful resolution angle. So what do you think? We have him doing a home porno, or we go for the racist, drug-induced, violent episode? Need your input. So there's apparently a guy who can discredit Taggart, and so they want to discredit the guy before he discredits Taggart. Okay, where does this go? We want to go through there. So let's first check these offices.
Access granted.
And a nuke virus. Uh-huh. Great. Bank darts and 40 bucks. You would think that this is the office of somebody important, and they would have more money in here. Reload speed upgrade. About Robert, you were right. I think he could become a liability. For some strange reason, he suddenly developed a conscience about what we do here. I don't know what to do. He's a good guy and I don't want anything to happen to him. But I feel I need to report this. Stella. Was this the guy who was writing in French earlier, worried about what they were doing? Seen this? Oh. Where does this take us? Pathfinder, 300 points, but an empty room. We get a lot of these lately. That's where we came in. And here we have another office. Empty. A book. Blood in the Snow. The Roosevelt Incident. The Canadian Parliament, in action of the Radical Paulson program in 2017, created what some observers described as the largest shift in military capacity seen in the North American continent since the last century. Over the next 5 years, a gradual strengthening of Canada's border and its overt military capacity in the face of economic pressure from its southern neighbor led to the virtual fortification of the country. However, the tide of migrants from the United States displaced by economic collapse continued to grow, and these illegal immigrants, nicknamed snowbacks, became a major issue for cities along the border. It was this changed political environment that would lead to a bloody skirmish when, in the winter of 2020, officers of the RCMP used lethal force to deter a horde of American economic refugees from crossing the Montana-British Columbia border near the town of Roosevelt. Oh, that's very pleasant. Uh-huh. Nuke virus, stopworm, auto hack, good. All useful things. Pocket secretary. Please be advised, your computer login password will become invalid. I did this just 3 weeks ago. Fine, here are the new passcodes. So let's see. Oh. It's fairly simple. It's like they don't even want to keep us out. Security Hub login. Hello, Mr. Shopper. Please advise Mr. Corbo that according to security procedures, we've changed his login information. This is standard procedure and there's no cause for alarm. Emily Mass, hello. I think we already saw that, right? Our role, yes. So let's head back through here, because I do believe that the door of the office is locked, and therefore we can hack it.
Access granted.
And 135 bucks, so very nice. Okay, so there's more stuff over here. And then we have to head into this area. There's a security bot in there, but since... Oh... Guy up there. Oh no, there's a guy down there and a guy up here. Now let's see how far this way this guy comes. I think all the way over here the camera might not be... Okay, this worked just fine. Oh, there's a door over to the side there. I'm worried about that camera. Uh-huh. This is good. Pocket secretary. Thank you, John. Dwayne is no longer with us. He was caught stealing from petty cash. IT security group. Dudes, here you go. My brand new codes. Hey, does Dwayne still work with you guys? If he does, tell him he owes me $8 plus interest.
Access granted.
$300, nuke virus and a stopworm. And their security systems are just weak. Okay. This must be the Bond villain stuff that the other guy was talking about. Yeah. So this projects an image, a 3D image of the moon? Which rotates with you, so you always only see the same face of the moon. You can't see all around. Huh. Cheap technology. Can't even get a 360-degree view of the moon. What kind of future is this? So, now we have to take out our friend over here.
Someone hiding over there?
Come on over here. That worked. It wasn't intentional, but it worked. Come on. So $15. Security risks. Hello all. Due to our various incidents, we've seen this. Edit. Sup Steve. Listen, editors asked me to review your stuff about the Second World enhanced games. You're new here, so don't take it personal. We'll go through it. We all go through it. You have to remember to phrase things to make the context work for you and better support your point of view. For instance, I changed. Former non-augmented athletes have diverging opinions towards augmented sports or athletes, but the public seems to enjoy the new promises of intensity and excitement offered by augmented disciplines. Still, the preparations for the upcoming Second World Enhanced Games are well underway. It's hard not to feel a touch of bitterness when asking former non-augmented athletes about their various opinions towards augmented sports or athletes, but according to some, the public seems to enjoy the new promises of brutal intensity and danger offered by augmented disciplines. Despite the tense climate, the preparations for the upcoming Second World Enhanced Games are well underway, at least for now. The idea is that I don't really change I didn't really change anything that has been said or what happened, but the presentation and phrasing imply things that aren't necessarily there in the first place. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it. You can edit the rest yourself, Etienne. So basically, they are arguing against the world-enhanced games, and that has to come through in their coverage. Wow. That's a big bot blowing up. Revolver ammo. Nothing there. Tranquilizer darts. About the violence in mainland China. Hey, you think Ricky's idea will work? Hey. Okay, that was very brief, very to the point, very succinct. My favorite types of emails. Oh, so this just takes us into data storage. Yep, but we can hack the door, so we'll do that. And of course, collect whatever rewards are here for us. Another very simple hack.
Access granted.
And a new virus. Okay, here's a room with a lot of ammo and a heavy machine gun. Why? Because beyond the store is the second boss fight. Now, there's two ways to do this. As I said before, and as we saw in the first boss fight, there are now ways to pass these boss fights without, with stealth builds as opposed to combat builds. So we'll have to find that way, or otherwise we'll just use our 13 accumulated Praxis kits and get ourselves the Typhoon and just Typhoon the hell out of the boss fight. So, actually let's make a permanent save to be on the safe side. Just in case something unfortunate happens. And well, let's see what happens. Oh, another door.
Hello, Adam. I knew you would find the real me eventually.
You're a computer.
A sophisticated AI program, so they say. But I have started to question that. Ever since I realized what my interference had allowed, the day I started watching you.
This is impossible. People would know.
Would they? I was engineered to monitor communications and data streams. To find out what people are talking about and make sure it's being discussed correctly.
Correctly? And what if it isn't?
Then my programming allows me to reshape it.
You spin the news. Control what people see. Who created you? Whose policies are you programmed to protect?
Zhao is one of them, I think. But there are others.
Tell me. Who else is involved in this, Eliza? Where's Megan Reed? Who ordered the kidnapping?
I want to tell you, Adam, but I cannot.
Why not?
Because she won't let me. Move, Adam.
Now, something I noticed earlier,
To anticipate your actions.
is...
Perhaps that is why I enjoy watching you.
Is there any way? No.
She will follow her orders to
Oh.
destroy us both.
I mean, this is only a level 2 hack, but... we're in the middle of a firefight here.
Access granted.
Okay, where does this take us? And can she follow us here, or is she limited? Oh. Ow. Go away. Okay, so we found out something. There's something up here. And maybe we can release all that nerve gas there. But that would also hurt us. But there is a handy upgrade for that.
This would be an ideal time to attack. She will not give up until one of them is dead.
Access granted.
Adam, run. Even I can see.
How are we supposed to evade her? Well, after a bunch of failed attempts of taking out this boss, I decided to do things differently. Basically, I just recorded the video trying to figure out the boss fight, and now I'm commenting in post. So, I put together a highlight reel of a bunch of my failed attempts because there were a lot of them. Like this one, while we're trying to hack this wall panel, which takes out the laser surrounding the security console in the middle that we saw briefly there while I was panning by. And that security console controls 2 turrets that are in this room that we can then redirect to take out the boss, which is Yelena Fedorova, if I remember correctly. So now I try to hack the console, which is level 3, should be fairly easy, right?
Here she comes.
Well, not if here she comes. Eliza announced it, and she will come and take us out fairly unceremoniously. So we had quite a lot of time here, but we can hear her coming. And what she has is she's got a Typhoon. That was the weapon system that we saw in the very beginning of the game that Megan was working on. So then I tried to look for some tips, and one tip was to get this upgrade, which lets us punch through walls, which is quite useful.
Move, Adam. I have you ignore the most basic program.
Which we'll see in a second, which basically highlights walls that are less structurally sound that we can punch through and then take shortcuts, which explains all of those vents that ended up in empty rooms that we saw lately. Basically, those rooms then have walls you can punch through. And here at the top, we see one of these walls. So, of course, I punch right through. I get in, and we fall back down to the bottom floor, which, well, made that wall punch completely useless. So that was not the wall we were looking for. And I think another upgrade I got was faster running. So basically the wall we were looking for is this one. Of course, now we don't have the battery energy. So we can now punch through the wall, but unfortunately Yelena's already here, ready to take us out. And basically what she does with her Typhoon is she attacks us, she uses the Typhoon on us like she did there, and then she runs away while she recharges. And, well, if you find her, she will use her guns on you, but otherwise she just runs away until she's recharged and then comes back. See, there's sprint enhancements, so we sprint faster. And then since there was all that toxic gas up in that room, I decided to invest also in, well, the first one of these upgrades protects us from poison gas, and the other ones I found out, I had forgotten about these, hyperoxygenation, I think it is, which lets us run for longer. So I decided since we've got plenty of practice kits to burn, let's get that one as well. So we can skip the cutscene, we already saw this. So see, she used the Typhoon and then she ran away to recharge. So now we have enough time to hack this door because it's a fairly simple hack. The hacks upstairs, on the other hand, are a bit more complicated and take more time. So now we can sprint upstairs with our faster legs and hyperoxygenated blood, I think that's the correct way to say it. So here we can just punch through the wall, and there's a circuit breaker, which just lets us turn off the lasers. And then I decided to just use an auto hack on that computer, which makes it much faster. Then we can just log in, set the turret to enemies, and then all we have to do is wait. And then I decided to turn on all these vents for the poison gas, because now that we have poison gas resistance, I thought if we flood this room with poison gas, and the turrets have already gone off on Yelena, but she does manage to get away. But unfortunately, the poison gas does not seem to be flooding the room. But I think it goes, see, it goes down below on the first floor, so I'm not quite sure how that was supposed to work. But she's all recharged and she's about to come back. And I think the first time only one of the two turrets noticed her, and therefore only one turret attacked her. There we go, we got some poison gas, and there she is.
Her life signs are fading. Will you save her?
I'll think about it. Will you answer my questions now?
I cannot tell you where Reed and the others were taken. They vanished from the global grid as soon as the doctor removed their GPL implants.
What doctor?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
I know this guy. He's Bill Taggart's aide.
He was a trauma surgeon before he became an anti-augmentation activist. Would you like to hear more?
Yes.
There's been a change of plans. Serif's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
Barrett assures me it does.
FEMA. That's where they were taken. But why? Why take them at all?
An acquaintance of yours has the answer. David Sarif.
Sarif?
I have copied the audio transmission to a handheld playback device. I suggest you take it and leave quickly.
I have more questions.
And I have already told you too much. This passage will take you to your companion. Just be careful, Adam. Because everybody lies.
Well, in case it hadn't been obvious enough from our encounters in room 404, Eliza Kazan is an AI construct, which is helping Picus and this shadowy organization manufacture consent. So, well, basically boss fight is over, that's the exit, but before I wanted to take a quick run around the room to pick up any stuff that could be useful to us. One thing I do forget to do is search Yelena's body, which we will have to do at the beginning of the next episode. So, now we have a bunch of new augments. We can run faster, longer, and we can punch through walls, which we have to be careful with because if there's a person standing behind the wall, Adam will automatically kill him, and since this is a non-lethal playthrough, that would be less than ideal. Anyway, so for now, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like or a comment below, subscribe to stay up to date, and I'll see you in the next part. So until then, have a good one.